Welcome. In front of me is a OPPO Reno15 FS, and today I will show you how you can record a screen on this device. So, to get started, you will want to swipe down from the top of your screen, now top right side to be more precise, and this will bring down a bunch of toggles. Now we are obviously looking for the screen recording toggle, which for me is visible on... Oh, there we go, the second page. Now, if you don't see this toggle anywhere on either page, you can add it by clicking right here on this pencil. And then click on the plus. And by scrolling down, you'll find a bunch of toggles that just don't show up in this list. So when you find your screen recorder, you can simply tap on it. It would get added. And now click on done. And you can see the toggle is now added here. So once you have it visible in here, first time around, I recommend holding it and then selecting more settings, as by default the device sets the definition to 720p like it's 2014. So now we're gonna navigate in here and change it to high, which is 1080p, 16 megabits. It's still nothing super great in terms of what it allows you to do. The bitrate right here is kind of, I would say, low for what the highest possible thing is here, and considering this device can record up to 90 frames, I don't know if this bitrate is even enough. Though keep in mind this is a dynamic one, there is no way for you to permanently set it, and if I'm correct, the dynamic one, the way it's described right here, it's not necessarily the best way to define it, because it picks the refresh rate of the recording based on the highest refresh rate content open at any time. So if you have something that never reaches 90 hertz, then the video will never be at 90 hertz. It will, for instance, be at 60. But if, for instance, you started with normal, 60 or whatever, you open up a game that runs at 90, then your entire recording will be at 90 if I'm correct. Now for this, I'll be choosing 60. And the reason for that is I prefer to have a stable frame rate that is locked to a single number there. And 60 is the better option over 30, number one. And number two, it's the widely used kind of refresh rate, either through most monitors, if they're not gaming ones, and through YouTube. YouTube only displays at 60. So obviously, this is the go-to option for me. Now, there are some other options in here, so you can check them out, maybe toggle them on or off depending how you like it. And once you've done everything that you want to do in here, meaning changing the settings, you can close this up and then find the toggle once more and tap on it. This will, first time around, ask you for access to audio, or more precisely to microphone, so we're going to select while using the app, and then select get started here. And this window will pop up every time, letting you choose the audio being recorded. Now, this was also in the settings, but I didn't bother talking about it, as it does show up every time here. So you can adjust what kind of audio will be recorded, and we have the options between system and the microphone. Now, you can record both of them at the same time, but if you're planning to do that, I recommend using headphones, for instance, as when the device is recording system sound, it's actually doing it internally. It's not like speaker-wise recorded. So this would usually mean that when your speaker actually makes noise, the microphone will pick that sound up second time, which might create an unwanted echo effect. Now I'm going to keep it as it is, not changing anything here, so let's select start recording, and this begins automatically recording. You can see right here. And whatever you'll do right now will be recorded by the device. Now on this phone we do have a couple applications which I do want to showcase, just a bullshit kind of corporate overreach, I would say. So let's start with ones that actually work, like for instance clock. Most applications will actually work, to be completely fair. But there are ones like, for instance, this piece of shit right here, Spotify, and this will not. Props to OPPO for giving you this pop-up right here at the bottom, letting you know that you can't record this. Most devices don't have that even, so you're thinking that you might be recording your screen normally because you don't have that pop-up, and when you go play it back, you're presented with the straight-up black screen. So that's one. And another application, for instance, that comes preloaded with this device is this one right here, Netflix. No, open up, you have internet. There we go. And you can see in both of these applications I am not signed in. I don't even own a Netflix account actually. I never did, never created one, so I never agreed to terms of service or use. And this crappy application has never shown up any kind of pop-up asking for any kind of permissions. So it's basically changing the settings of my device willy-nilly without ever inquiring for my permission for it, which to me is a blatant overreach. It's my phone, not theirs. Go yourself, know your place, you effing trash. So we're gonna select this, and we're also gonna select where's the other garbage? There we go. And we're also gonna select this, and I'm gonna actually give you alternatives to these at the end of the video if you're interested, to basically have them for free. But in any case, once you're done recording, you'd interact with this timer right here and click on the square, which will automatically save your recording to your Photos application. So let's open that up. And in here, first time around, I do need to agree to this. Now, I don't have much in the Photos tab right here, just the single screen recording, but in normal use case scenarios, obviously this page would be filled probably quite heavily. So your screen recording, if it was just captured, would be visible at the very top. But if you're trying to find some older screen recordings later on, the best way to go about it would be to navigate to Albums. There we go. And in Albums, you want to select either screenshots or videos. Both of these albums have your screen recordings. Now I'm going to select screenshots, as this one probably will be the better option. As in screenshots, you have images or videos. Videos will be a screen recording, while images will just be a screenshot. So it makes it a little bit easier to find what you might be looking for in here. And let's see if we can play it back. So right now you'll be seeing the corporate overreach. Now, while this is playing back, the things that I recommend substituting, for instance, Netflix with, you can either do through a web browser. So that one will be kind of painless. You don't need to download anything. You just open up your web browser and navigate to a website that looks kind of similar to what Netflix would look like with what they have. And obviously they have everything from Netflix to Amazon to every other streaming platform for free. And it's basically equivalent to, like, you know, when you do watch online for free kind of search. And that website that I've been personally using is the P streamer, or sorry, not streamer, P stream.mov. Just to kind of showcase this, maybe just bring up my phone. There we go. So something like this. You can see the link right here. I think I typed it in correctly. And here we go. It loads up, and I can just open up any one of these videos, TV shows, movies, and I'm good to go. It loads pretty quickly. Now you might need to download an extension, which will make the application work a little bit better from my experience, but it's still great. Now for music, for instance, instead of like Spotify, you can use something like YouTube Music, though not specifically that. I'm talking about the revanced version of it, which is the one that basically allows you to use it for free without subscription, and it acts as though you have a subscription. And there's also a YouTube version of it for videos, which allows you to do background playback and all that jazz, which is pretty damn cool. So highly recommend checking those out, considering corporations don't give it two shits about your privacy right here and your permission. Why should you ask theirs? And when it comes to places like Spotify, these cunts started their company from piracy, so it's kind of ironic that they have the audacity to block your screen recorder without ever even asking permission for it, to probably prevent themselves from piracy. Now, one last thing to mention, which I should have probably done a little bit earlier, this feature itself, as it is a feature, believe it or not, on Android, is designed to protect the privacy and security of the user. I know, it doesn't, unbelievable, considering how it's being actually used. But if you consider use of something like a bank application on your phone, this application will also use. Every bank application does have this implemented. So again, screen recorders, screenshots cannot be taken in such an application. And this is done to protect you, as if you imagine that you have some kind of malware on your device that can screen pin, basically see what kind of pins you're using in your bank, that would basically present a massive vulnerability to your bank account. So obviously they're blocking it. And in this case, it is very beneficial to you. It might be annoying a little bit sometimes if you want to, for instance, screenshot a confirmation of a payment, but you can always just download it. Bank applications do have that option, but it is protecting you nonetheless. Again, it doesn't really ask for your permission to do this. It just does it, kind of like it does right here as well. But the feature itself, it is designed to protect you. It's just not always being used that way. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.